Alright, so this is my talaria triple X. Right now, I'm about to meet a guy in 2 hours for a trade. I'm not gonna say what it is yet, but you'll see when I'm there. The bike's not in 100% condition right now to trade, so I'm just gonna touch up a couple things. Like I'm gonna zip tie that brake line down, change out the ODI to my old one because I want to keep that for my new bike, and just a couple other things. But yeah, I'm about to do that now. The brake line zip tied to the frame. Now I'm gonna take off this little tree. I'm also gonna take off this fender real quick. Just switched out the front plate. I'm about to load the bike up into the truck. Bike's all loaded up. Honestly, forgot to record. It's now like 10 o'clock on a school night, and this is my new 2024 Surron Light BX. Alright, I just ordered like a bunch of parts for this thing. Nothing cosmetic, just I got a direct mount stem. I got a stem lock. I also got a foot brace, or whatever you call that, peg brace. So if I ever crash, I don't snap that off, because I have one on my talaria and it sucked. I also ordered some Magura MT5s. The rear chain is also very loose, so I'm gonna tighten that right now. Alright, it's a lot better now. Bike even sounds good. Alright, it's a little bit later, and my new fun direct mount came. Alright, so this thing's actually very simple to install. First thing you gotta do is remove these 4 bolts here, these 2 here, and unscrew that. Alright, handlebars are off. Now I gotta take these off. Alright, I got it off. I did order a stem lock, so this is only gonna be like that for a little bit. Alright, now I gotta take out these bolts. And this one was already missing, but whatever. I put some bar shims right here because these are like motocross bars. I put this carbon fiber spacers in here. Waiting on my stem lock to arrive, and I'll put that on whenever that comes. So yeah. It's literally the next day, and something else came. 2 Magura MT5 brakes. First, you unbox it. Come with some stickers. Here's the brakes. They're pretty nice. I actually got a different kind this time. These ones actually have metal levers, and they have like a kill switch for e-bikes, but I'm gonna probably just cut that off, honestly. But I really like the metal switch, that's why I got it. First step of doing this is to take off these old brakes. These might be the worst brakes I've felt in my life, like I'm being completely honest. This is the rear one. It kind of works, but then you go to the front one, doesn't work at all. So first I'm gonna unscrew the caliper. Don't even comment about these ugly spray painted things. The old owner did that. I'm gonna either get them powder coated or I'm just gonna get prickly ones. But for now they're staying gray. Second thing you gotta do is just unscrew this. Alright, what I'm gonna do now is actually just unscrew this here and then just pull the brake line through the frame. Alright, the brake line's all here now. And I'm just gonna unscrew this and I'm just gonna put this on my shelf and never use it again. Not gonna record it, but I'm just gonna do the same with the front. Both brakes are off. Alright, now the new Magura caliper's on. Alright, it's all routed through the bike now. I cut the line already, put this in, now I'm just gonna connect it to the brake. Brake lever's on, now I'm just gonna screw this in. Everything's connected now I just gotta bleed them. Before I bleed the rear brake, I'm just gonna put the front one on. Alright, both of the brakes are on right now I'm gonna bleed them. These brakes might be the best feeling brakes I've ever felt. Fully pressed in. Left one feels really good. Right one feels really good. Headlight switch. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna be completely honest. I also forgot to record, but peg brace is in. And right now, while waiting for the stem lock to come, I think I'm actually gonna take this off and take this off, and I think I'm gonna spray paint it silver. Alright, first bolt I took out is this one right here. Alright, now the triangle doesn't have any more bolts in it. I could just wiggle it out. Alright, now the linkage in the triangle is off, and I'm gonna sand them down so I can paint them. Alright, both of these are now sanded, and I put tape over the bearings inside of it. So now I'm gonna put a first coat of primer on. Alright, this is my setup. I got some Christmas lights that are active on my talaria. They don't work anymore, so I just tangle them all together. I put some tape right here to hold this, and some tape in there to hold that. Now I'm gonna do the first coat of primer. First coat's on, looks pretty good. Alright, I just put the silver coat on, first coat. This looks really good, it's really reflective. This one looks alright. Like, there's a couple imperfections like up there, but no one really see that. I still got like a second coat on it, but it looks really good so far. Alright, I just put the clear coat on. Doesn't really look very silver, but hopefully when it dries, it'll like make the paint pop or something, but I don't know. Looks better than it did before though. Alright, now I'm gonna put these on the bike. Alright, here are the finished parts. This looks pretty bad right here on the sides, but that'll be covered. I just did that just so the bearings don't get like messed up. Now let's throw it on the bike. Alright, and here it is. I'll bolt it onto the bike. My stem lock just arrived and I'm gonna put it on. What you gotta do is unscrew the top with a 5mm Allen key. That's off. Now you gotta grab something like long that'll fit in the steering tube. Ratchet extension, I'm just gonna hammer it in. Nothing in there. Now you're gonna go and grab your stem lock. It's unscrewed. Now you're gonna get your anti-seize and rub it all over here. It looks something like that. You don't gotta do it everywhere. It'll spread whenever you thread the bolt in. I'm gonna drop this in here. Thread it in, this thing from the bottom, and now I just wanna get a T45 just to tighten it completely. Make sure to loosen up this, and this before you tighten this completely. Alright, I forgot to record when I finished this. I got a new phone now. I'm sure the quality looks a lot better, but the bike looks beautiful. This is it for the video. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and bye.